the theme song says, "Ain't we lucky we got them good times?" Are you lucky that 50 years later, people still love good times?
I am. I'm so lucky. I thank God every day. Every morning I get up and say, thank you, God. It's like generational. It's like, everybody tells their children and their children and their children, because I have such young fans still. Old ones, young ones, middle age, everything.
Now, you work with some greats over the years. Are there any people that you feel like you kind of saw in the beginning stages and they became something way bigger than you ever expected?
Well, no, not way bigger than I ever expected. I expected them to be where they are. Philip Michael Thomas is one. Louis Gossett Jr. is the other one. And Janet Jackson is the other one.
Awesome. And then, of course, can you explain what it was like working with Norman Lear and then to be here in Jackson to celebrate his legacy?
Well, it's going to be wonderful to celebrate his legacy. He was a wonderful man. I really enjoyed knowing him and watching him work. And I learned a lot about his demeanor and how he handled things, which is, it never left me. It stuck with me. He never really got excited about anything, but he got the work done. That's what I liked about him, And
now you're also an author. So you've been telling your story and talking about all the amazing things and how to get into the industry for years. Any books you feel like folks need to start getting right now?
There are a lot of books on acting, and the Actor's Handbook is a small little book. It's really good. I did write not a book on acting, but I wrote a book on finances. I wrote a book on relationships, which is, really important. And I wrote a book on caregiving because I took care of my mama for 8 years with Alzheimer's. But as far as acting is concerned, I think that if you really do want to become an actor, where you learn the skills of acting, and it teaches you how to get out of yourself, because you have to be neutral when you take on a character. You can't have yourself in there, then the character on top. I mean, it's not going to be true. So you have to learn all those skills. I studied at Juilliard, so I learned very well. I learned very well.
So now when people get excited for this dinner with Thelma that's happening, what should they expect?
Oh, well, they're going to expect a down-home girl, a person that confronts situations. So whatever they throw at me, I'll be able to throw it back.
All right, you sound like you're ready to tussle a little bit.
I love tussling. I love tussling in a good way. I love excitement. I love challenge. I also, love to solve problems. I'm a problem solver.
Awesome. Well, I want you to solve this last problem for the folks watching this interview right now. If they feel like this is not the event for them to come to, what do you say about that?
They better come and see me and stop it and come on in here. It's going to be a great event. It's going to be just wonderful. I just think it's going to be a great party. So please come and celebrate with me and all the wonderful people that are putting this beautiful affair on. Okay?
All right. Yeah. And my last question would just be, again, for people who are interested in getting into acting in Hollywood, as someone who has done this, you've studied it, you know all about it. What's 2 pieces of advice you would give?
Don't be thin-skinned, okay? You have to get out of your feelings and learn the skill, because acting is truly a skill. It looks natural. That's what it's supposed to look like, but it's not. There is a skill to it. So if you learn those things and you're not, and you're not thin-skinned, I think you can handle this business. It's not an easy one. It's not an easy one, but it is a very good one. You'll get your satisfaction out of it. And of course, you have to meet the right people.